Hey babies, it's MahMah Tea, back with another one. Yeah, I just got back from the beach underneath the sun, so if I look a little toasty today, it's because the sun has been glazing me. Just sitting out there. People, is the sun real, fake, 2 suns, 3 suns, baby? I don't know, but whatever it is up there, it's activating the hell out of me every time I go up under there. Yesterday, I had this pounding headache. They saying these CMEs is coming in one at a time. And I started feeling it yesterday afternoon. I was cleaning up my house all day, which leads me to what I want to talk about today. Don't throw the baby away with the bathwater. What that mean? Well, baby, that means you going through your things and you shuffling through your things and you separating, you get rid of things that you no longer need. Think twice about what you're throwing away. Think twice about what you're keeping. You know, I've been talking to quite a few people along my little travels, just gathering information. You know, one thing about me, I've never been much of a follower. I just always walked along the path. Just me. Now I got Bubba. About to get, never mind, I ain't gonna say that. And now I just kind of just walk my own way, walk my own path. And I collect information along the way from certain people, but I never really wanted to be a follower of anybody. So when I gather information and I get downloads, I process it. And what's good for me, I keep. And what's no good for me, I toss away. But I never throw away the baby along with the bathwater, meaning that vital information that you've always had, you always known, and you always carried with you, baby. That's the baby. That's valuable. That's gold. And you got to treat it like a fragile package. You can't let anybody dilute it or even snatch it from you. You hold that baby dear to you. Now, every now and then, that baby do need a bath, and you need to cleanse it and clear it of certain energy that may have been attached to it. That is what you toss away. But you always keep the essence of it, because you were born with the essence of it. Your essence is your truth. It's your power. It's in you. It's your divinity. And you're going to meet a lot of people along the way that's going to test your divinity. You're going to meet a lot of people with a lot of big words and fancy words and even with a lot of money that try to throw you off course, your mission. When people start throwing dollar signs at me, first and foremost, honey, I automatically get suspicious. Because the mission, honey, this whole thing about money, it's a nice thing to have, but you can't take none of that shit with you when you leave up out of here. And sometimes it deters you from the mission. Now, I believe we all supposed to be wealthy. We shouldn't have to worry about rent and bills and lights and even buying food and all of that should be free. But we live in a system where they made you pay for everything that you got. Well, that system is crumbling. So anybody who tries to make you want to stay in that system, baby, that's the bathwater. But you have to realize that you the system in your own. Your body is made of systems upon systems upon systems. Your organic self, your true self, your genetic code is the baby. Anybody who tries to manipulate that, compromise that, honey, they trying to dilute you, change you and turn you into something else. You always got to be authentic to yourself. Always got to be true to yourself, and always got to know that the voice within you is 99.99% correct to all the voices outside you. So when someone gives you advice or information, filter it, process it, but never throw the baby out with the bathwater. Once again, that baby is your pure essence, is your truth. It's embedded in your code. It's in your soul. And it's here to remind you what you came here to do. You always gonna meet people along the way to exchange the information. Energy exchange, what they call it. But be mindful of the energy you exchanging. If it don't align right with you, it don't align right with you. You can't make yourself see things you can't see. You can't make yourself hear things you can't hear. Maybe you ain't supposed to see it. No, is you supposed to hear it. Don't make anybody wrong or right. It just is what it is. The path is a different path than yours. Don't make you no better or no worse than anybody else. Don't let anybody try to make you feel any less than or belittle you because you walking in a different alignment than they are. And if you meet along the way, honey, that means that there's a purpose for that. And understand what that is. And sometimes you just meet at the crossroads and you just keep on going. You ain't supposed to deter off your path and walk their way. And they ain't supposed to do that for you. That means you throwing the baby out along with your bathwater. It's always good to question and think and process. If you see something and you feeling something, pay attention to that. You feeling the energy shift over whatever, pay attention to that. If you feel someone is trying to take you away from your baby, pay attention to that. We all gonna be tested through these trials and tribulations. And it's getting more intense, more and more, because we get to the finish line of this thing. It's all a simulation, as they say. I'm beginning to see that because I had an experience the other day and I saw everything pixelated. Everything was just pixels, like I'm looking at a computer screen. It was just a screen of pixels. Then I started seeing multiple dimensions. I don't know what to make out of this thing here, but I'm just going to experience the experience. Okay. Now, a lot of y'all heard me do these affirmations, right? And I want to clarify some things about that. Many of you getting the wrong idea. There was a brother I had posted. He was talking his prayer, what he did. I was trying to show y'all how everybody is pushing forth these verbal affirmations to cleanse and clear and remove yourself from contract that binds you in something that your ancestors did that didn't have your best interest at heart. Look, there's some things that some of our grandmamas and granddaddies did that pissed some people off and they cursed them. And it, unfortunately, it bled down through the generations. And some of us are here to break that shit. So when we say ancestors, all ancestors are not for your best interest. You have to call on the benevolent ones. Some people call on the malefic ones. You can to do certain things when you're practicing dark magic, but best believe, honey, there's a price to pay for that. Now, when people say witches and warlock, a lot of y'all get offended when we say witch and witchcraft. Well, I'm going to break down the difference so you could get a better understanding of what witchcraft and warlock is. Okay? Witches and warlocks. You know, many of our ancestors who worked with nature never called ourselves witches or warlocks. We were known as priests and priestesses or shamans on this land. That term witch and warlock, first of all, it's an English term, and it came from those who demonize women who work with nature, very independent women who were off on their own, loners, work with the elements, work with the animals, could be able to communicate with the animals, understood the herbs that they used for medicine and the manifestation, whatever they wanted. Certain people don't like that. Certain people feel that's demonic. Anytime a woman get close to nature, honey, these people feel that's demonic. It's dark spirits. You working of the devil. No, that comes from fear-mongering, patriarchal European males who couldn't understand the connection that women had with the earth. But like I said, we didn't call ourselves witches. We didn't call ourselves warlocks. We were priests, priestesses. as well as shamans. Now there are those who did come over here and learn the craft of nature and working with elements and manipulating energy. And they did it for dark reasons, selfish reasons, manipulative reasons, power struggles that went on between families or family members. And they started manipulating the energy of nature to do their own will, as they say, do as they willed. And they started uncovering and unlocking how far this thing can go, because energy is just energy. It's the intent of the person that's manipulating or using the energy and the agenda that they have behind it. Now, when you start finagling and doing things against people against their own will, well, you have entered into the rings of Saturn. Saturn, the earth sign, Capricorn, or the air sign, Aquarius. See, most people don't understand that Saturn works with two elements, air and earth. Earth is practicality, utilization, foundation, structure, organization. But on the air side, it's about intellect, working on behalf of the collective, accountability, as well as responsibility for all that you do. Now, when you misuse that power for your own selfish, greedy, lustful ways, that's when you enter into that realm of witch and warlock. As a matter of fact, it is said that the priests and the priestesses went to war with the witches and the warlocks. That old war of light and dark. Many of y'all say, man, F all that light and love. F all that light and love stuff. Well, baby, without light and love, you will be engulfed, inflamed in your own hell, your own misery. Dark energy has its use when you use it for defense. But you constantly staying in chaos mode, baby, what your life really gonna be like? And what kind of energy do you think you going to attract to yourself? Now, your pride and your ego will have you caught up in that thing, and you act like you don't care, and you wonder why trauma keeps happening to you, and not only to you, honey. That energy that you have, you pass down to your babies, and they carrying that spirit of anger, spirit of jealousy, spirit of hate, spirit that just the spirit is on them. It's a signature that was embedded in their code, because probably while you was having that baby, you was going through some things yourself. Sometimes in families, you got enemies in your family. And you got people in your family that's really here to break some of them things, that to break that trauma. And they don't like being around half of y'all all the time. And sometimes some elders see some of them babies, and they see what they hear, and they see their potential, and they see what they can do. And that's when them elder mamas, go ahead, or the elder daddy, go ahead and take that baby underneath this wing. Now, the mama that it came from might have had some issues or some struggles, and they know that mama wasn't no damn good. But they not going to throw the baby away with the bathwater. So that baby's trained up into the love, into the light, because it's what's needed to break that spell. Now, I'm not talking about your warriors, honey, because most warriors are fighting for truth, injustice, and liberation. You're not fighting to steal. You're not fighting to murder, just to kill. You're not fighting for just to taste the blood, baby. That's something totally different. That's on a whole nother frequency. So even when you look at some of your archangels, which are really all the planetary energies in the solar system, some of them carry a harsh energy, But they here to do the dirty work that most people can't handle. Because when you're dealing with dark forces, you're going to have to deal with an energy that can handle the pressure of going into the depths of that realm to clean up or go and get or go and rescue or pull out somebody that don't need to be down there. That's a whole, we're going to talk about all that in another video. I know, feel like I'm rambling, but all of this, I'm coming full circle because I made a video with some affirmations and people are getting the wrong idea about when we sever ties with ancestors that have done malefic acts and signed malefic contracts. You ain't supposed, you don't need to be bonded to that thing. You are here to sever that. And it takes courage. And it's a lot of confusion because you think you're betraying your ancestors. When you're not betraying, you are actually liberating your bloodline. Breaking that spell. And the only way you can do that is by confessing with your mouth and believing with your heart. See, let me tell you something. Them Bible verses is a lot deeper than what you think it is. It's personal. It's something that you can use for you to break that, them shackles and them chains, them spiritual chains that you find yourself in. Not understand how you even got there. Because it's a spirit that's on you from some shit some dark ancestors have done. Tapping into witchcraft. Joining the other side out of jealousy and envy of another family member, and then now you at war with them. Now you got families fighting with families. You ever met somebody? It's instant attraction between you two. But as you get to know them, there's something going on there. You don't know what it is. Don't be surprised if their ancestors got into something with your ancestors. And the reason why you two have come together is not to continue that shit, but to heal it, break free from it, release each other from that. Okay? You are the babies. The stuff that your people did, that's the bathwater. So always remember, baby, never, ever toss out that baby with the bathwater. All right now. MahMah Tea, I hope y'all got this message. I know it was long, but that's my download for today. Y'all be good. Bye, babies.
Curious about how these planetary alignments might be affecting your personal journey? Dive deeper into your astrological chart with a North Node consultation with me, Shaw Bliss. Together, we'll uncover the mysteries of your soul's path and align you with your highest purpose. Don't just navigate the cosmos, master it. Visit sacredtea.net to book your North Node astrological consultation today. Until next time, keep your vibes high and your tea sacred. North Node Astrology available now. Visit my homepage for more info.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow